Tiki is this high wire act of balancing tiny little portions and dashes of a lot of ingredients to be greater than the sum of its parts. I've always been drawn to Tiki as something I love putting in front of people, but I also love to drink Tiki because it is this burst of flavor. It's this burst of exotic things that you don't encounter on a day-to-day basis. Whenever they receive a Tiki drink, people just light up. My role at Mezzana is beverage director. I very much act as a floor manager most nights of the week. I manage the beverage programs, I manage the wine inventory, I assist in training the bartending staff. I didn't intend for Tiki to follow me into this coastal Italian restaurant, but Tiki has been this through line through my career, through everywhere I've worked now. The partners from Mezzana had seen really great success from so many other restaurant and bar companies in the world of kind of doubling down on the neighborhood they're already in. And so we started looking across the street at this basement space. They said, we really think we want to open a Tiki bar there. We know you're passionate about Tiki. They took a chance, believing in this culture that I love. And so we've been rolling with it ever since.
So basically, shore leave starts this week. It's week 1. And it's going to start with the concrete cutting. So that's exciting because then we have our 14-week project ready to go. And so the yellow lines will be all the concrete cutting to tap into the drains, and then we're off to the races. So we'll start to see electricians come on site, we'll see the tin knockers, the millwork will start to show. So before you know it, we'll have a Tiki bar. So
Before you know it.
That's it.
This is a really exciting time to open up a restaurant, especially one that's focused on cocktails. It's nice to have a place of my own that really digs down deeper and focuses on some things that I love and some things that I've wanted to pay close attention to for a long time.
Fire gorgonzola crostini, fire beet salad, and a quail.
Cocktails are in a place where they're being treated with the same attention, love, and care that we have now, as a culture, grown to know and love about food and chefs and kitchens. Cocktails have lagged behind that by a good bit, but are now in this place where guests are starting to ask the same questions and care about the same stuff on menus that they do about food. Where you're sourcing your product from, which kind of sugar is going into the drink, what kind of ice machine you may have. It's really incredible to see. For us, especially with the Tiki bar, menu testing for any kind of cocktail development is really very much what the kitchen does. We're thinking about things with cocktails in the same way that chefs think about food. We're considering temperature, texture, acidity, balance. It's the open kitchen of the front of house world. Today we're actually going to do a good bit of retesting to just make sure that we actually like the recipes that we put down.
Welcome to the big crazy paper.
I know.
We typically start our cocktail menus this way.
One of the things that we're trying to do in all sorts of different places on this menu is to find places to get people to drink variations of cocktails that they're familiar with that incorporate rum in different ways. So this one is kind of this tropical take on a vermouth forward wet martini. So Thai spice
starting with
bitters.
the Thai spice bitters, but a little less this time.
So we're going to do half an ounce of JM Blanc, and then Monkey 47, which is a molasses-based gin with 47 different botanicals.
It's nice to be able to incorporate that in the martini variant.
Yeah, like a little bit of gin to keep it familiar. And then an ounce each of Blanc and dry vermouth.
Both infused with pineapple. I think we started out thinking that we wanted the rum to kind of be the dominant base spirit, and then found that it was sort of taking over and we weren't really getting the subtlety of the pineapple infusion on the vermouth. So we actually sort of inverted it and then just used the agricole rum and a little bit of the Monkey 47 gin as an accent, and it's turning out really nicely. Yeah, I want to drink it.
Yeah. That's a good sign.
Nice.
Probably the first thing that people don't realize is that while you're in the process of opening a restaurant, that restaurant is not making any money. For months and months and months, you work with a very, very small team, and it exists in this very theoretical world for a very long time. Over the last few weeks, we've been able to kind of walk into this space. Every single day, something has changed, and every single day that we walk in, this space becomes more and more exciting because we're seeing all of these decisions and all of these things that we saw on paper come to life. It's just an incredible build-up at this point in time to just wanting to be able to share this space with people besides ourselves. So when we were thinking about a cocktail to go on the menu that we were going to name after the bar, kind of an eponymous cocktail, if you will, we wanted to tie some ingredients together that were inherently tropical, as well as some ingredients that we knew had some history in the kind of food and beverage traditions of New England. We're going to start with 7 dashes of Angostura bitters. On top of that, the ubiquitous lime juice for 95% of tiki drinks. And then we add a blend of molasses and passion fruit syrup, which is kind of the marriage of the tropical and the New England. On top of that, we're gonna add a little bit of Madeira, rumored to be the beverage that the Declaration of Independence was toasted with. A little bit of Jamaican rum, which adds some body and some earth to the drink. And then a really special rum for us. This is Privateer Silver from the Privateer Distillery in Ipswich, so a local rum. And then on top of that, a little bit of mint for some aromatics. And then this really awesome candy that we developed here, which is an Angostura seafoam candy, which is a take on a traditional honeycomb candy, but flavored with Angostura instead of honey. It's the shore leaf. I've always known I would open a tiki bar. I very much thought that a little 30-person capacity tiki bar was gonna be the thing that I had to do to be able to retire. I never thought it would be a tiki bar of this size. Seeing this project come to life has been really incredible, but what's been more incredible is seeing the people that believe in it and seeing the staff that are willing to make it their home for the foreseeable future. It's a real privilege. Not many people get to have an experience like that we then get to share with upwards of 100 people every single night.